this video today, we're going to talk about formation of triads. Okay, in the leaving cert, it's really handy that if you get very comfortable with the harmony question, that become quite a great tool in your armory for actually navigating the melody question. But we'll just go through the basics of triad formation. So we've done this here in the key of C, C major. Okay, so this is, we just stack each one, so we'll go a third, 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3, and that gives us our first chord. And we do the same thing for each one, 1, 2, 3, so they're always thirds apart. Okay, so for the purposes of the leaving cert, you don't need to know about 3 and 7. Now a little tip for you is that I've often seen papers when correcting students or whatever, that some people just leave these out and skip these when they're doing it. But the problem is you actually need to put these guys in, because you could inadvertently actually spell this out in a melody question by accident. So you could use those that as a triad and not realise that you've done chord 3. So always put it in. Okay, so in the leaving cert we have two different systems of notation of indicating which chords we're using, right? We have what we call the Roman system. Okay, so we've got 1, this is 2, 4, 5, 6, and back to 1. So you might recognize this as actually, so I've done here, I've used upper and lower case, and the reason for this is to indicate which ones are major and which ones are minor. So the quality of this chord is major, minor, major, major, minor, and back to major again. So in the leaving cert, in your harmony question, you will be asked to use one system or the other. You'll be asked to use this system, or what we call the pop jazz or the pop notation system, which basically spells exactly what it says in the tin. So this is C, D minor. Now the suffix is what we call the indication afterwards, the M. So if you start putting in chord questions and you forget to put in this little M, they are going to take marks off you. It is wrong. So just got to be really careful that don't forget those little M's, because if you don't, it can lead to you lose the marks, and you don't really want that. Okay, and back to C. So that's your pop notation system. So on chord 5, this guy here, you can actually add on an extra note on the top. So if we go an extra third, it's like stacking our skyscrapers up again. We add an extra one. What happens here is that it means that the distance between this one, I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that the distance from there to there is a 7th. And what that does is it makes the chord rather unstable, and it wants to fall to other chords. It's rather very handy. And when you have this indication, it means that another option we have on this chord is 5, 7, which will be indicated as G7. Okay. Now, sometimes you might hear people talking about the tonic chord, the major chord, and all that. So, we're going to line these up as well. Okay, so we have this is known as the tonic chord. Whatever is chord 1 is the tonic. Okay, this is the supertonic. Okay, chord 3, even though we don't use it, will be known as the mediant. Chord 4 is the subdominant. Chord 5 or 5/7 will be known as the dominant, or the dominant 7th. Okay, chord 6 is the submediant. 7, which is here, is known as a leading note. And then back to the tonic. So at least when you know somebody's talking about the submade into the dominant, you can actually give you which number it is. Okay. But for the purposes of the lead insert, you must pick one system or the other when you're indicating your chords in your chord boxes, and don't forget